So what about your NVOs?
Well, I'm going to get in trouble because I have 47 world champions. And I'm the only tournament that has 5 world champions.
Welcome to Martial Arts Unfiltered.
Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of Martial Arts Unfiltered. The mission here is to capture people's martial arts journey unfiltered. So what better way to start with my personal journey? Start with my first sensei, Doug Armstrong. He's a 10th degree black belt. Made his own style at CHING. I'm currently a green belt in it. So it's gonna be a journey, man. It's a lot more to see. It's gonna be a fun one. So, we are here with Martial Arts Unfiltered. My name is Isaiah Hewitt. Your name is?
Master Doug Armstrong.
Okay.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yes, sir. It was. So how long have you been doing martial arts? What does your martial arts journey look like?
I love questions I can answer. 1981, I was 17 years old. I started Taekwondo with Samon in Byron, Illinois, when I was just a kid.
Okay. So what is your biggest names, influences in your life that really changed your direction?
My dad was a Korean War veteran, Bronze Star medal winner, and he was very gruff, but he was strict, but he was fair. As long as I did what he wanted, I was fine. And I kind of take that into my teachings nowadays. I'm very strict, but I'm fair. I like to have things done my way, which isn't perfect, that's for sure. But I've trained a lot of spectacular martial artists in the years.
Can you name off a few of them names?
Well, I'm going to get in trouble because I have 47 world champions, but my originals were Jerry Duncan, who's your guys' friend. He's one of the best ever in Chastity. Bolch is unbelievable, and Chris Ursinola and Robert Kearns, and I can go down the list. And my guys nowadays is Master Westbrook, Master Hedrick, and we have a 71-year-old man who just made his black belt this year named Ronald Baumgartner. Awesome.
Amen. So what's one of the biggest messages you try to drill in your kids, like when they're training here?
Yeah. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and showing respect earns respect. So if you show other people respect, it's passed back down to you. If you go through life and always have an attitude or a bad problem with people, people aren't going to respect you at all. So I'm real picky about that. And also toughness. You got to be tough, but if you're going to teach toughness, you better be tough. So I've been through some hard times, but it's all about overcoming adversity in life. And you got to be able to handle the hard part. Easy part, hard part. Life has speed bumps. You got to be able to get over those speed bumps, because for sure life isn't always fair. Us power, baby.
So what about your NVOs under it? How'd that turn out for you? What was one of the few things you noticed?
Well, we had the NVO. This is the 31st year we've done it, so we must be doing something right. Obviously, I couldn't do it myself. We had a staff of about 25 people, and we work together as a team. It's a big team effort. Together, everyone accomplishes more. And our tournament is very highly respected because of the fairness of the judges and the quality of the judges. And they're no joke. I handpick each one of my center referees, and also pre-assign all my side judges. And I'm the only tournament that has 5 judges in each ring. I'm picky about that.
What's one of the things you look for in a center referee?
Control, fairness, knowledge. They got to be sharp, and they've all been there before as competitors. Another thing as a center referee, you can't let the hard times get to you, because you got to show calmness and fairness, and just like you have to stay calm during some certain situations, because there's a lot of heated times at martial arts tournaments that people aren't always happy exactly. But if their kid doesn't win, they're not happy about it. And but I have some of the best around, and they're great friends, and some of the best friends I've ever met in my life are through martial arts.
Is there a rule that you've seen in other tournaments that you're not a huge fan of, or?
Well, it's point fighting. So if you knock out the competitor, bloody him up real bad, then it's a penalty. can't get away with that. Some of the judges are going to let it go. And I'm kind of an old rough old cod myself, but that's what rules are for, and we got to follow them. But I just don't like judges talking to competitors before they compete. Can't stand that. I don't like the judges talking to each other during kata. It's like you're talking about your score you're going to give. That's why you earned a black belt, so you can make your decision and be fair about the score you're going to get.
So what's your main message that you would want to give to competitors and judges alike?
Yeah, go ahead and compete as long as you can while you're able to, because competition is, every time we go to a karate tournament, it's like a big family reunion. That's why I've gone to 1,000 of them in my lifetime. And it's worth the drive to see some of these guys and give them a big hug, and love and respect those guys. And it's just a big family get together with a lot of fighting. I enjoy it.
So if I'm a new student coming to martial arts, what's some of the reasons that you would give me that I would want to start competing in martial arts?
Well, yeah, it makes you push yourself harder. When you compete, you always want to be a little bit better than the guy you're competing against. And we do lose, but we don't call it lose, we call it learn.
Yes.
Either win or you learn. So, and if you learn, then you come back and train harder and train properly, and it builds character and builds friendships, lifelong friendships. And so I highly suggest competition.
Yes. So as we conclude, I want to give a huge shout out to MEKC and Doug Armstrong. As you can see, we are part of the same school, so it's a cool thing. And you're one of the first ever on Martial Arts Unfiltered. So how does that make you feel?
That makes me feel pretty special. And I'm going to give you a shout out. You're a spectacular student and respectful, and you can fight like a wildcat. and you get your respect from your parents, and your dad just made his black belt this year. I'm proud of Joseph Hewitt. And I appreciate what you're doing for the martial arts, because we all have to give back some. I've been given a lot, and I appreciate all the people who have helped me throughout the years. Us.
Us.
Power, baby.